Shalom, it's Selfie Carats. Ooh, hey, welcome to your Friday, May 2020 Aquarius, 2020 Aquarius. And this is going to be your monthly reading, okay? So we're going to break down a lot of components. Okay, first, if you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification button, okay? Because I'm integrating a new schedule of episodes into my weekly upload, okay? So I just want you guys to be up on time with that, just so until I get into the rhythm of. And then as well as, if you guys are interested in a personal reading or a video reading, I have all the information in the description box. Just make sure you pick the link and we will talk then. All right, so here we're doing this, okay? So I'm gonna roll a dice. So this, I usually do dice readings, okay? And that usually, 1 through 6, a traditional dice, and then I have a dice that goes 1 to 12, okay? And in this 1 to 12, I'm gonna do a general, okay? So first we're gonna do your tea leaf, okay? And then, yeah, we're gonna go into that, okay? And then we're gonna do the rest under 1 to 6 cards, okay? So we're gonna break down subjects of self. Okay, so that's just you, the need that you need for yourself. And then we have love, which is going to be talking about relationships, etc. And you, and even it can go back into love, okay? And then we have careers. That way, if you needed some, advice on via career or etc. Those are all topics that you can find in my video reading, readings, okay? So there we go. I gotta figure out a different intro to my, monthlies, but you hit with me, right? Thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to take a chunk of the deck, and this is going to be pretty much the overall theme for your self, okay? Yeah, sure. So we're gonna get that first, that way when the general can make sense as we tie it all together, okay? So this is for yourself. Ooh, we got the camel. So persevere and you will overcome problems, the camel. So kind of getting over any humps that you have. That's what their self advice is. And then we have the astral house, and that is going to be for your love, okay? Ooh, all right, career. Interesting. Your love, you need to find a career that you love. That's what I'm taking from it. Find a career that you love, or find a hobby that you love making money from, okay? And then this is for career. Okay? That means whatever this is going to be, you're going to be in alignment, Aquarius, okay? So I really want to get that message out there to you as well. Ooh, the month of August. I guess you will reap high results. You will yield high results by August, okay? So that is your months of the year. So keep that in mind, all right? So we're gonna roll. Oh, you guys want to go into this? We can we can go into it now. So let me go into camel. Ooh, I like this. I like that. I like this. They give you readings. I love this. This is pretty. I haven't done any readings of these. I just really opened the deck today because I really want to, get to the. We got this camel. Oh, okay, camel. So persevere and you will overcome problems, okay? So a camel burdened with a heavy load slowly trudges across the hot desert sand with no relief from the burning sun. However, the camel keeps his head high and carries on, determined to reach the oasis and the rest that awaits it there, okay? The camel indicates that you feel laden with problems, but if you persevere in the face of adversity, the problems will overcome, okay? Let me see. Oh, they even got, let me see. They got the career one too. They ain't got it in this one though. But they do. Ooh, I like how they say in the coming week. I'm about to review that. But for now. Okay, well, whatever. That's cool. We ain't gotta do all that, because they want you. That's fortune telling. I ain't gonna do all that. I don't want to do that right now. We'll get deeper into them as I get familiar with the book. All right, so here you go. August is V for victory and some endeavor, okay? Okay, I like that. Okay, all right, that's cool. Don't mind me, y'all. said something about career. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so let's get a general, which is gonna be 1 through 12. We'll see how many dice come out on that. Ooh, looks like we got 6. Okay, so 6 cards. A general. A general. A general. I'm just shuffling. It's not the deck we're using. Trick child. It's not a deck we're using. But I always like to introduce this one to the one that's coming in, okay? So if you guys are into, like, you know, really talking to your cards, and you introduce the one that you're going to be using for the overall message into this, okay? So this is the general. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot. I have really, like, I've studied watching people use this deck for a while, so I really want to kind of incorporate it in my readings, especially these, because they're more, you know, get into the subconscious as well as guiding you into, you know, more progressive wellness, okay? Okay. Here's your general. 6 cards. Boom. All right, we got the bottom of the deck, the 2 of Copas. Okay, so 2 of Cups. All right, so you can already tell, generally, there's going to be someone or something. I even see like a pregnancy going on. I've been getting in a lot of my readings though. And someone's entangled in, you know, because whatever their cloth is even attached to you. So they always say, oh, it was this video I was watching about Scorpios, and it was like, leave a piece of that article of clothing. You know, because they, you know, they really desire, or, you know, have a sensational attachment to things that are other people's, okay? They just like to be that close to you, okay? So let's look into this. Ooh, the Knight of Wands. So this is kind of like attracting someone who has passion, but in a lot more of a, because really when I see this, the Knight of Wands, because this was even my Freaky Friday, which is like my sexual meditation. You guys can watch it on my Instagram. I have that information below as well. But that, okay, so that's, you know, how you want to date somebody that has a, you know, consistent base, like a consistent energy when it comes to, you know, courting you, okay? So the Knight of Wands is also slow. It's kind of like someone who isn't, you know, looking really for a long-term relationship. Even if they do, it's gonna take them a while to establish that with you, okay? So this one here is usually, and this is how I like to look at it positively, of course. This person may have already had their eye on you, may have already had some type of sort of attachment to you. So it could be an ex or a partner, you know, it's Venus and Gemini. It could be a partner that is deciding, you know, to, you know, again, spread its wings and navigate itself towards you, okay? But you imagine this being slow because, again, it kind of reminds me of the camel, of having that, you know, that energy of carrying the load of, okay? So it can already have, you know, develop feelings for you, okay? So then we have the, ooh, is that 13? Look like, I don't know what this is. Let me look that up. It's cute. I said, it's cute. That's sick. That's not cute. Yeah, I figured it was the death because it looks like it's crushing, okay? So, yeah, that's what I did. Before I even looked at it, I seen the Scorpion energies, okay? So, we have the death card coming right in, okay? So, that death energy is, like, you know, kind of killing his insecurities, but killing his fear. And even you can be killing the insecurities that you have around actually, you know, going towards something that you already have feelings for, have a passion for, have already had, you know, knowledge of, or it's kind of like a prerequisite to what you want a part of you to die, like an ego death, okay? So, then we have the, ooh, okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles, okay? So there's still work to be done, but there's also marking your territory, okay? And then collecting, you know, really establishing what has already been done, but what has already been, you know, learned, okay? So this is kind of like the learned skill of self, learned skill of your career. So whatever field you're going into, you have already done it. It could be, you know, kind of like updated resume, as well as, you know, updated, kind of just adding more blood, sweat, and tears to something, okay? And then really establishing your tree, okay? Like that tree in, or that connectivity. You know how they do the grid, like, okay, CEO, COO, you know, that type of energy, okay? Manager, co-manager, et cetera, et cetera. That's kind of when you starting to really kind of, you know, put yourself on a category of either in the company or in the department of, okay? So really affirming the department, or really affirming the space you want to be in the company, or within the company, or within your own company, okay? Really delegating those tasks to yourself and with yourself, okay? And then we have the Hangman in reverse. Interested. So I like this. This outfit is sharp though, okay? And you got that yummy yum. All right, so basically I feel like this is kind of when you feel like time is on your hands. Okay, so we have August, so this is May, June, July, August. That's 4 months. Okay, so the number 4 is going to be, you know, of strong resonance to really kind of established. Oh yeah, the Hangman's right there next to the Death. That's 2 major arcanas in your general, okay? So keep that in mind too. So a citizen hangs suspended in limbo. He is apathetic and feels no urgent need to alter his situation. Time around him does not stand still. However, he must free himself or his life will pass him by, okay? So keep that in mind. Wasting time, lack of progress, feeling stalled in life, okay? So Aquarius, there could be a stalled energy around, even how we said the Knight of, you know, the Knight of Wands is kind of like pre-knowledge of, you know, who you are and what you want to be. I like how this goes backwards. All right, so we got evil. Okay, so let's talk about the Knight of Wands in reverse. Unforeseen disruption, sudden change of plans, interruption, and delay. Okay, so there's a delay of, but even if that delay lasts up until August. Okay, so whatever, this could even be legalities. Okay, so something may not end until the COVID may not end until, but you may have that, you know, having that inner knowing will also put you on a path of really foreseeing the delays that may come with your career, or the, I guess, the established routes that may need to be taken via your career. Okay, so you get into the oasis, but the oasis is going to be, you know, a few months out, or you may get a payment a few months out. Okay, so then we have this in reverse, which is the 9 of Wands. Okay, so that is really I like the fact that it's in reverse. I don't like it when it's, you know, upright. Okay, so trapped in an underground maze. All right, so the masked lad searches for a way out. All right, so resting upon a ledge, he considers giving in to his seemingly hopeless situation, okay? 8 of Wands mark the path to a oh, that's nice. Sorry, oopsie. Okay, so a peasant woman prepares to rid her land of the wands growing in the field. Oh, no, I was right. This was actually, this was 9 of Wands. I said that. Anyway, so reverse, a delay, insurmountable obstacles, giving up, and lack of motivation or willpower, okay? So again, that camel is really kind of just 1221. That camel is really demonstrating how far, you know, you have to see yourself towards the end, okay? So sometimes the delay means, okay, the camel needs to take a rest, to take a break. The camel needs to establish more, you know, maybe you meet someone on the road, you know, maybe you meet someone on the road of and decide to share your baggage with them. And not saying that they are going to take your baggage, but imagine a second camel coming along and helping you, okay? So energy in this well, because that two really affirms to me, okay? And even the Ace of Cups being right underneath it, okay? That Ace of Cups being right underneath it really kind of like demonstrates the longevity that someone wants to give you and you want to give them, okay? So that may just be the delay, the relationship, or what was like, okay, the relationship even happening, this person realized they were a part of that, okay? So then we got the general, which is okay, I said this is the general. All right, so then we got the 8 of Swords, okay? This is also in my Freaky Friday episode, okay? So we got the 8 of Swords in reverse. So we ain't got no problem with the 8 of Swords in reverse. But we also have to say why is it there to you know, have a conversation with me, okay? So bind by the trance of sleep. A woman is beckoned by the deviant moon. 8 of Swords threaten her from below as she is pulled from her window, okay? So there can be a really dark energy that's really that Scorpio full moon is going to really allow you to realize the delays that you allow to happen based off other people's circumstances or your circumstances, okay? Or the circumstances around us, all that are affected. So this was good. I like how this ends because it's freedom, ability to think for oneself, and then independence, okay? Really allowing independence to be the forefront of how you persevere too, okay? Because without that independent thought, you wouldn't have been allowed this person to come in and offer this Ace of Cups, okay? So this could have been like a long road where you really have allowed yourself to receive love and receive a relationship because you have gotten through the delays on your own. That way you can come with that pre-knowledge of, hey, this could happen, you know, just kind of really sharing that intimacy of the, you know, heartbreak and longship that you have endured, okay? All right, so that was your general. So let's see how this all relates together. Okay, see relates together. Whew, that was already in, huh? I felt that. I knew what it was, though. You know, you gotta really see what comes and then see what goes. And this could really just be foresight, okay? Past, present, and future, whatever it resonates in your, you know, in your life right now, okay? Because, you know, at the bottom of the deck, that's the energy of it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like, you got love at the end of this tunnel, or love is what's being, you know, love is what is the biggest offering, okay? Because we got Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and we got the Wheel of Fortune upright. So both of these two, okay? So basically it's putting you on a path to where you need to via career rise, okay? You have learned a lot of lessons for the accuracy of your career, okay? Or the competence of being, you know, being successful and competent in the field of what you want to be competent in, okay? So let's talk about self. Ooh, we got 4, okay? Let's talk about the love. We got 5 for the love. That's under career. Oh, sorry, that's the career one though. So the love of career, and then another 5, okay? So I had to write that 6, 4, 5, 5. All right, and we got camel. Sorry, guys, let me just write that quick. Career. And then we got August. All right. I like the deck. I want to get to know it a little bit more. Obviously, as I do more readings, I'll be able to. So, 1 shuffle. Thank you. Let's get the self for Aquarius, please. Give me messages for self for Aquarius, please. What can because I'm an Aquarius as well, guys. What can I learn about myself this month in May? What can I learn about myself in this month in May? What can you learn about yourself in this month in May? Crosswatchers. Crosswatchers. Oh, okay. So we got the 10 of Pentacles. You can learn that you are going to see success, okay? You can learn that you are spiritually strong, okay? You can learn that you are spiritually strong, okay? You are spiritually aware of all the things that it takes to, you know, receive a bountiful objective of yourself, okay? So being able to see yourself as abundant, being able to see yourself as spiritually sound, being able to see yourself as a wiser magician, okay? Even if the wisdom doesn't always appear, because it's really just what that feels like, okay? Even if the wisdom doesn't always appear, and maybe some of the ways you have to use are a lot more experience-based rather than, you know, tool, you know, rather using your spiritual tools. Sometimes you have to not use your spiritual tools and rely on your spiritual strength and wisdom, okay? So maybe in this month you may not be developing any new word affirmations or word spells, okay? And maybe even that may even be telling you to actually pick up spells via the word, okay? Because written language is a spell, okay? As well as because if you guys go watch the Celtic reading, it definitely gives advice about esoteric knowledge, as well as studying and researching things that are a lot more in depth with, okay? So if you feel called to something that is foreign or magical, then research that magic, you know, okay? Even spell work, you know, research that calls to your soul and that calls to your heart. Research it, you know, it doesn't hurt to know the knowledge, and then that way you can practice it and see it when it comes towards you, okay? People can be using spell work towards you to exhaust you, to you know, because once even if you get to the 10, you have to rely on being you know, kind of really aware of, you know, people's deception, okay? Deception of energy, okay? And being able to translate that to yourself, that way you can counteract it, okay? So let's move on to love. I got love in my heart. I got love in my heart. I got love in my heart. Ooh, got the High Priestess, okay? So even when the Magician, Ace of Swords in reverse, that makes me think that you are using, you know, wise judgment not to actually maybe even reveal that part of yourself to yourself in divine timing, okay? Or, you know, when you have divine space to really be a strong magician, okay? Because you have to have a lot of strong protective boundaries around yourself when you do stuff like that, okay? Yeah, judgment, okay? So yeah, that's a wise judgment with self, okay? So we have the Three of Wands, so manifesting even more money, which we have the King of Pentacles, and then we have the Eight of Chalices, and then the Strength, and then the Five of Chalices, okay? So let's talk about the Five of Chalices and then move up, okay? So we have the Five of Chalices, really just indicating to yourself that, within conflict, emotionally, you're also gaining strength to combat conflict, okay? To really defend yourself on a spiritual level and on a physical level, okay? Because Eight of Chalices, you have to learn when to let things go that no longer serve you, but also because it doesn't serve you, you have found the strength to identify those non-serving things, okay? And the King of Pentacles wouldn't be focused on money. It would be focused on the things that they love to do, right? Okay, so in your relationship, if you were letting someone go because you were feeling inadequate in the love relationship, you would also say, okay, within this, because I don't want to be, okay, so there's a process of mourning in love. You have to mourn out of love sometimes. Mourn out of love. Okay, that's almost like having a sick family member and you knowing they are going to die, air quote, okay? Everyone's going to die, but just knowing, you know what I'm saying? That you have to go through the grief process in the relationship. Because once you grieve, you're able to teach yourself how to kind of be prepared for what's on the other side, because that's the only part that keeps us in relationships is what we dread on the other side, okay? Remember, we had the Two of Cups and the General right there. We had the Ace of Cups. We knew love was on the other side. We knew a better version of ourselves were going to be on the other side. So learn to grieve within so you can learn how to be yourself within, okay? Learn to grieve within so you can learn to be yourself within. So that King of Pentacles, that way you can kind of really have a high esteem once you have already seen what you have manifested outside of it, okay? When you learn the strength to manifest with a toxic person or a toxic energy or lack of love, when you learn how to manifest in toxicity, that is the key to higher, magicianry. And I feel like that's the part of yourself that you are working through this month to really learn that, if I really, really persevere through this, which Camel, gives you the advice of, I will be able to see that result in my career, okay? And it could be even not even career. What do you want to do long term? Career is a vocation of, okay? So if it's, just owning a lot of money long term, how am I going to own a lot of money long term for myself and others, okay? Because no money is your money, okay? And then the Eight of Cups, that always, again, what goes around comes around, within, without, okay? Let's move on to what's going on in August what's going on in August for your career. What's going on in August for your career? What's some clues about August for your career? What's some clues about August for your career? Can you give us some insight about August for your career? Got got the Empress in the bottom. Okay, we got Three of Wands, Three of W, King of P. We got the Eight of Chalices. Y'all know I like to write my stuff down before I get up out of here, okay? And then we got the Five of Chalices. All right. Ooh, we got some kings and queens popping out. So you're going to be in the very divine masculine energy, okay? You're going to be in your divine masculine and feminine energy, okay? We got two kings here, so you're going to be in your divine masculine energy, which is you anyway. So we got the Queen of Pentacles, we got the Queen of Swords, King of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, which we got that twice. And then we got the Ace of Chalices, which we had that twice. Oh, and then we got the Nine of Swords, okay? So it's really about, okay, think yourself through things that are of longevity, because 9 is close to 10 and 10 is a form of completion. So 9 is the lesson of, okay? So think yourself through the lessons that you have already kind of really surpassed or passed through yourself, okay? So because you had that Nine of Swords, you had to go through the depths of the Nine of Queen, okay? The Queen, which is, really think through the feminine lessons, okay? Really think through the feminine lessons, okay? Are you a low-hanging fruit? Are you high maintenance? Are you complacent? Like, what about your femininity have you really targeted that really like leads you back to higher self, okay? And again, that's that magician in reverse. that's a part of not being in balance with masculine and feminine, okay? Because one's probably not being used and one's probably being used too much, okay? And because that lets me know via self that because you have a, you know, a form of communication not coming in, you have to say, okay, and this just indicates that it's not coming in because the feminine is not speaking up. The feminine of part of you are not speaking up, okay? And we got the King of Wands, but you are still, you know, moving forward in August with you know, a direct energy, okay? And 8 is all the month of 8, okay? So, you know, again, that number of wisdom, power. So it is kind of saying, and up until that time of August, make sure that you're able to defend yourself in a feminine workspace, even in the you know, whatever you could be in the field of women. Make sure you have a voice in that around women. Although you guys are going to have a collective voice, make sure your ideas stand out and they're yours, okay? And you're not afraid to have different ideas to, you know, kind of navigate women, you know what I mean? I just feel like that. Okay, so we got that, because that could be an insecurity to speak to another woman. That could be an insecurity to be strong in front of other women, okay? Because we got that strength in the career, but it's really in the love, okay? Having love for self meaning having love for wealth, okay? And then, like I said, the King of Wands really kind of just brings in that authoritative, you know, nature that is going to be more dominant in the field, okay? Don't get meek because other women are around. Don't get meek because other men are around, okay? Articulate as you would. Be the best rap in the game, or be the best of the best, okay? Based off your career, okay? Be the best of the best. And 8 is a number of femininity, okay? So because you want to be the best, you have to learn how to, you know, survive those lessons in those tests now into, you know, August. All right, 8 of Pentacles, being thorough, okay? Being articulate, like I said, be the best of the best. And that's 8 on 8, okay? Kobe said that. He said that's 8 on 8. We got the Ace of Chalices. So make sure you really do choose what you love and do in love what you choose, okay? Because you have to pour in as if you already had. Like, it's almost like you already took a gulp of water and you have established what that water meant to you. You have affirmed in that water, so that way you can give back on an abundant level, okay? Ace of Chalice is obviously a feminine card, so again, using a softer tone to speak the same message, okay? So being able to learn your levels, your octave levels, that way that, you know, the information can, I don't know if this was a verse in reverse, but it's cool though, okay? So let's document that way real quick. I love how there's going to be some mastery in the month of August as well, though, via your career. There's some mastery that you are allowing yourself to feel, have, and inflict within your body, mind, and soul, okay? So it's going to take a toll, but, you know, at least you know what you're doing when it comes to how it should resonate, okay? How it should resonate. So even if you say something to somebody, I'm not gonna say you're not allowed, you're not responsible. And this is where I want to say this comes in when you have the Ace of Chalices, Queen of Swords. You're not responsible for how other people see your strength, okay? You're not responsible for how other people see your strength, because how they see your strength is how they see their weaknesses, especially if it's in a judgmental factor, okay? We got 9 of Swords, but we got the Empress. So that means you in your highest, you learn to obtain your highest vibration of, and you have judged yourself thoroughly, okay? Because we got the 8 there. There's no penetration. You have learned to judge yourself thoroughly as a feminine receiving being, okay? We got 2 Kings here. So meaning receive, that's receptivity. That's right there, receptivity. King of Swords, if that's not here, but I want you to hear me. King of Swords would be giving, okay? King of Cups will be given, okay? King of Pentacles and King of Wands are receivers, okay? So you have already you have mastered the art of receiving and the art of, you know, deception, almost, in a sense, okay? But you got to judge that wisely, because other people may not have that, you know, that clarity to read between the lines, okay? They may not have that articulation with themselves to read between the lines, and even if they do, let them create their own story, because this is you in the dragon's head, okay? You are not at the tail. You're not at your south node. You are in your bag to receive what you're supposed to have, okay? You are on top for that month. So meaning you earned what you got. You earned what you want. And there's going to be a bunch of petty peas to come with that, okay? But don't let nobody try to take your title, because that is your creative energy for yourself. That is the creative energy you earned, okay? So remember, love your career, master yourself, and in August,
you will distribute you will be able to receive your wealth, okay? Okay, guys. Oh, I have your mudra. I know, guys, we gotta get it all. We gotta heal this month, okay? I like to make sure y'all can feel me. Okay, so this deck is the mudras. For awakening the 5 elements, okay? That's really important for, you know, articulating to yourself what needs to be healed on a spiritual level, okay? I'm a spiritualist, okay? I love, you know, the form of spirituality and how it's personal to one's own journey. Ooh, I love this. Okay, so we got activation. And you guys know I'm a hand model, so I do that. How did it go? Let me see. Well, it's really this way, but it's for your hands, okay? So there you go. Activation, okay? Ad hum ruka. Ad homuka. Adhamuka mudra. I wasn't gonna do that to myself, but I tried. Okay, we're gonna get better too. All right, so it assists with transformation, inner fire, and clearing. Okay. The benefits: activates the digestive system, support the proper digestion, assimilation, and elimination. Okay, reduces toxicity, aids self-healing potential. Okay, and then the element is fire. Remember, we got the Ace of Wands there. So we got the instruction is bring the tips of the thumbs together with the palms facing downward. Point all of the other fingers downward, resting the back of the hands together, meeting at the knuckle, okay? Bring the hands in front of the belly, thumbs just in front of the navel, and relax the shoulders down to strengthen the spine, okay? So spine is going to be something that you should focus on as well. Focus is, I activate and awaken my inner treasures. I activate and awaken my inner treasures, okay? So that was going to be that is your May 2020 Aquarius. I'll see you guys in, if you guys cross-watch on other videos, but I'll see you guys in my next, I'll see you guys next month, okay? Or next week for your weeklies. All right, ciao, bellos.